Fala aí, galera, tudo bem? Como vocês estão? Tentei gravar o início do evento da missão para conseguir a roupa da Ningguang, mas nem tudo é mar de rosas. Foi perdida a gravação, né? O HD não gravou, deu pau. Enfim, perdi o início do evento. Nesse meio termo, dei uns tiros e ó quem veio. Shenhe. O level ainda é 40, porém temos aí quase 2000 de dano, né? Não consigo aumentar os talentos porque precisa subir de level e para subir de level, para passar, precisa dessa pedra, que é a barbatana falsa do dragão, que é o... tá aqui. Querer esses caras aqui. Porém, tem que acabar a missão Águas Paradas. Aqui, deixa eu ver. Tá aqui. Não tá difícil não. Porém, como o intuito do vídeo hoje é sim tentar terminar a missão para conseguir a skin da Ningguang, que eu acho que vai ser finalizando a missão, né, dos pilares. Dos pilares não, como que é o nome? Cadê? Não, cadê? Quero falar. Não. Enfim, esqueci o nome agora do que está sendo construído para Ningguang, que era o portal não, né, o Palácio de Jade lá. Tá aqui, ó. Enfim, não me lembro mesmo. Se souberem, deixa aí nos comentários aí que a memória aqui tá vaga lembrança. Se eu consigo mostrar um pouco desse conteúdo para conseguir a skin da Ningguang em Ultrawide. Vamos lá.
Hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called...
Of course I have. Sorry.
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me,
Não
but I
consegui
believe
pegar
that
ela.
you forged some weapons.
Yunjin? Stage use. Sorry. My brain's finally caught up. So, you're here to ask about wonder cores, huh? As it happens, the types of ore needed to make...
No, we were...
Sure. If I remember correctly, it could take some work, but if you stick with it... I'm really not sure. Sorry. Of course, it's probably just hearsay.
Se eu consigo editar, vou editar aqui o vídeo, deixar ele um pouco menor, que os outros estão tudo completo.
Interestingly enough, the story of the... I hear the view there is... Perhaps it can give me some inspiration.
Dá umas travadas que não senhora.
came to Mount Tianeng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks, and the gently flowing streams. No wonder the legend of the Divine...
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Cool! A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite.
The legend first arose in this area. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was the vile and vicious monster told the villagers.
What a nasty piece of work! Ugh. Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place!
But the monster was so terrible and so just while they were discussing whose child would...
No!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air.
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera maker. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
Tem uma foto que mostrava
I've never
que
considered that before.
censuraram o
Opera is always an interpretation of
umbigo
the
da
events
Shenhe.
it purports to portray. A certain degree of... When my father wrote the script for this play, I said,
Well, it sure inspired Paimon!
Fragmento
The
de...
assumption that every person has somewhere to call home is naive. I got used to living in the mountains alongside the birds and beasts a long time ago.
Into the wind. Illusion shattered.
Wheel of Life.
Claro que a arma ajuda, né?
There is no escape.
Acho que eu devia subir.
One with nature. The wind knows me.
Daí. Garça aí.
village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us. Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here. Shenhua, Yunjin, let's have a look.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's
Shenhe.
Shin. You're alive. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium, but I think you can find some information in the village. This place is deserted now.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhua?
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find.
The remains of a god, an abandoned village, Mount Tianheng.
Ok.
Does this mean that the true story... The time frame certainly matches. So it seems... Huh. What's this?
Legal. Historinha legal.
Now that I think about it, she does... So that's why I've been getting this strangest feeling whenever I chat with her.
Ainda bem que os jogos ainda permitem te importar a história e te indicar o caminho. Quando não puder mais, aí
According to this text, the divine
tem que
damsel from the
passar a lei e
opera
decifrar.
was actually the daughter of the... And she didn't volunteer. She was... Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her... Oh. It looks like my father may need to make a few...
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there.
Into the wind.
This is it. So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some Subrosium. Let's go back and tell Shenhua the news.
One with nature.
year when I was back visiting. I was a very close friend of... I bring flowers back here if...
Apologize for what? There is nothing he wouldn't...
Do you still...
I don't know what I feel. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I...
It must have been so tough for you.
Shenhua, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhua, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhua, look! This tells us how to find Subrosium. All we gotta...
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not...
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my
It's okay. I like your version. My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be.
Shenhua! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat us to it!
Guys,
Manifest!
Quase que acaba.
My will embodied.
Não quebra.
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
Into the wind.
Unleash!
Illusion shattered.
É 400 metros.
goodness.
So, are they okay?
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot.
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry. It won't.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next. But where should we find?
I'll sort that out. Oh? You got this then? Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade
Agora tá
Chamber,
ali.
so she
A
sent me
Câmara
to
de
deliver
Jade
some
da
Adepti
Ningguang.
sigils to her. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after. Without knowing the ins and outs, but now that our paths have crossed, we'll all... Thank you. So, Master Zhang...
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work.
Whew. The sigils are ready.
Oh, não,
Though
obrigado.
they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
Vamos ver se... Não sei se vai acabar não, mas... Já tava com... Olha... Tá quase terminado.
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, already?
Lógico, tem
All
que
three
acabar a
of you
história
found them
rápido, né?
together. The Wonder Cores and I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are...
What? It's over already? I haven't even...
I can't believe it. So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our 3 winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first! This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago!
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber? The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
Oh, a traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next.
Vamos lá.
What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your brother's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well, guess Paimon will ask a question then.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are crucial if you want to know how to make money. I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow, Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look. You helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the...
Oh, great! So next time we run out of Moro, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another...
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Huh. A sense of belonging.
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou! It's your turn! Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beidou? Ningguang? What are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe... When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
De novo.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming.
Beto sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
Eu quero isso daí de especial pra mim.
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Agora é hora do pau.
What are you doing here?
Não troquei.
Can't let you be the only one taking this risk.
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We're out too.
E logo antes que acabe o especial.
My will embodied!
One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Tava fácil demais pra ser verdade. Tem ninguém pra atacar de longe?
Faster?
Illusion shattered.
Go.
Into the wind. Shine down. Illusion shattered.
Essas coisas um pouco mais interessantes pra mim. Não tem escudo. Beleza.
Life goes on.
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Me arranca alguma coisa ainda.
No escape. Wind strike.
Wheel of life.
Shine down. The wind knows it.
Life goes on.
Manifest. No escape! Now you shall perish!
Do your master's bidding!
Illusion shattered! This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing
Não
her.
bolzinho, nada,
If the place
sacanagem.
collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous.
Cortei a fala dela, que chato. Qual a diferença?
I'm just a little exhausted. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll...
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance...
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidence you have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared, hence on balance. One finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but... I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's...
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like the... Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most spectacular ever.
Transfiguration!
Não faz nada também.
One with nature.
Não achei que fosse usar. Que King?
The Millilith's casualties are within the range, but in hindsight, there were still flaws with our plan. If we'd had more time, we could have built a barrier here to absorb the impact of the... We must learn from this experience and never repeat the same mistakes again. We were
Tá muito cara a sua skin, tá? Dá pra teleportar? Dá, beleza. Até porque como que você vai chegar voando, né? Legal.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here...
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I hear she's going to perform the Divine Damsel of Devastation today.
Hey! Look! Miss Yun is...
Naruto.
神女披冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。女高为帝言不实，自有知音何情此？功名烈烈见流星，只知无愁心。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The Divine Damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, let me pull up a chair, all right? We'll all have a friendly chat.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Opa, ganha 2. É, já passei ainda.
If my master were to learn a...
Eita, mas tem 2.000 de dano. Não, acho que aqui não tem mais nada a ver. Aqui é a missão do mundo. Neblina. Poções. Tá, vamos ver. Bom, galera, nós ficando por aqui. Desbloqueei a parte do evento que eu acredito que vai trazer a roupa, né, pra Ningguang. Mas eu vou deixando aqui esse vídeo finalizando o que realmente eu queria, que era essa parte da aventura, né, que era a construção do... eu esqueço o nome. A Câmara de Jade, né? Mas é isso aí, pessoal. Quem gostou, deixa seu like, se inscreva no canal para ter conteúdos em Ultrawide, ok? Muito obrigado e fui!
Tchau.